try to help our student athletes to understand that. To put your energy, effort, attention into the things that you do have control over. So tonight our focus is on all the great that surrounds and permeates through Brashear. Coaches and sponsors, thank you for being committed to these values and helping to instill them into our students. Thank you for having them prepared, providing the opportunities, encouraging them to push themselves and be a little uncomfortable. I can't put into words how grateful I am for each of you and what you do. Thank you for everything. I owe my family the greatest amount of gratitude for their love, support, and encouragement as we started this newest adventure. It is impossible without you, knowing that no matter what, we love one another. I know I have the biggest fans, win or lose, in my corner. Thank you to Dave Sharp, Kaylin McGee, Chris Burns, and the rest of the K2BO Sports broadcast team, and Adam Tumino with the Kirksville Daily Express, the radio broadcast team of the Central Missouri Info, and their coverage this season. To our school community of teachers and staff, thank you for encouraging our kids through all the seasons and what that brings. We appreciate you in the stands of our games, supporting all that we do, and letting us know how much you really care. Your encouraging words and actions to our students and our coaches help make some of the long days of our seasons seem less long. We appreciate your willingness to help and make things happen, for your ability to pump up your students at pep rallies and have fun together. Thank you for being an enjoyable group to work with. Thank you to Steve and John and the rest of their custodial staff for taking care of our spaces, game day preparations, and being available to help however and whenever. We will try to have less plumbing issues in the seasons to come, but thank you for your extra time that you put into the details, all the table and chair folding and unfolding, and everything in between. You help us to put Brashear's best face on whenever anyone comes through our doors. A big thank you to Renee for helping me through all the new of this year. Having her wealth of knowledge for what should be done and how is a real blessing. We all appreciate your time, all the extra that you do that goes above and beyond, and your attention to detail so that nothing goes undone. You probably have corrected many of my mistakes this year, but you have helped guide me and many others through. We couldn't do all the awesome things without you. Thank you to Shandy for all the day-to-day help, keeping me grounded and focused. Thank you for helping to take care of details from day one. But most importantly, I want to thank you for keeping it fun and making every day bright. You are a blessing to our lives and a joy for me to share each day with. To Ms. Clark, thank you for stepping into your role as assistant to the athletic director. Things wouldn't be as amazing as they are without you. I appreciate you more than I can ever say. Love you. Thank you to Mr. Scudder for everything tech-related you provide all year long and all things Brashear. We appreciate the highlights, live streams, tournament books and pictures, and our season highlight videos to reflect on. You are Mr. Brashear Schools, and we are so thankful for your time, attention to detail, and making sure that our kids get some light shone upon them. Thank you, Mrs. Minnie. Thank you, Mrs. Mann, for having your choir and band play throughout the seasons. It is exciting to see our students so excited about music and showing everyone how talented they are and how hard they work. Keep up your inspiring work, and we look forward to the growth of that in the future. Thank you, Ms. Nelson, Mrs. Baker, and Mrs. Jones, and all of our cheerleaders for your time and dedication to all of our teams. You helped get the seasons kicked off right, and your support and encouragement through the year, and the time and effort into making homecoming memorable. We appreciate all that time that it takes to make the students feel special and unique. To the administration, thank you for helping whenever needed, providing and finding answers and solutions. Thank you for supporting and encouraging me and trying new things and providing feedback. I appreciate you supporting all of our coaches and sponsors and helping to mentor and encourage them, celebrate and recognize them. In what can sometimes seem like a thankless job at times, thank you, Mr. Moore and Mr. Grumman, for helping to make this place better. Thank you to all of our bus staff for providing our transportation all year long. We've had some detours along the way, but you've always gotten us there safely. To the Brashear Booster Club, thank you for supporting and providing for all of our teams and activities throughout the year. We look forward to continuing to build our partnership with you. To our community, thank you for your unwavering support and commitment to our kids. We couldn't do what we do without your support. To the parents, thank you for allowing us the opportunity to coach your children. They all feel like our own, and we know that entrusting them to our care is not easy, so thank you. We know it takes support, encouragement, understanding, and communication, and togetherness to create an atmosphere to have success at the level we have. Lastly, to all of our students, thank you for your time, commitment, passion, and dedication. It is an honor and a privilege to teach and coach you. It is not easy to put yourself out there in positions to fail or face rejection or judgment, so we thank you for giving it a chance. At this time, I would like to invite Ms. Tammy Walter to introduce the NHS.
Membership in the National Honor Society is one of the highest honors that can be awarded to a high school student. Chapters of more than 20,000 high schools across the nation strive to give practical meaning to the Society's goals of scholarship, leadership, service, and character. New members must complete 10 hours of service, and returning members are required to complete 20 hours of service. Together this year, our members of National Honor Society have performed over 790 hours of community service. Some of these activities include assisting with the Tiny Tigers basketball camp, assisting with the Thanksgiving dinner at Conway Street Baptist Church, helping with concession stands, and that's just to name a few. So as I call your name, come up to the stage and receive your certificate and your pin. Taylor Houghton with 10.25 hours. Carly Willis with 11 hours. Marissa McMahon with 12 hours. Bailey Crandall with 12.25 hours. Heidi Lay with 12.5 hours. Maddie Woods with 15.5 hours. Kaden Taylor with 20.5 hours. Red Willow with 22 hours. Alexa Borgmeyer with 28.5 hours. Dayton White with 32.5 hours. Taylor Garlock with 34 hours. 55 hours. National Credit with 66 hours. Aubrey Borgmeyer with 70.5 hours. Paige Stewart with 73 hours. Carson Irwin with 90 hours. And Cassie Altai with over 150 hours. Each year we also honor the student with the most service hours with an all-around service award, and this year's winner is Cassie Altai. And now, Mrs. Ann Command.
Okay, if we haven't met yet, my name is Mrs. Mann. I'm the music teacher here. I wanted to start by saying a few thank yous. First, thank you to the community for making me feel so welcome here. After both of our programs this year, I received so many wonderful messages from people that I never met or couldn't put a face to a name, and they have said such wonderful things about me coming here, and I just feel so appreciated, and I just want to let everybody know that it means a lot to me, that I mean a lot to you, because your kids also mean a lot to me. I also want to thank parents for getting their kids to places when I needed them places, and always being willing to help whenever I needed something. If you've heard, I was in 2 different car breakdowns on trips this year, and parents were there to help me both times, so that was wonderful. Just thank you for being there for me and for our kids, and it just says a lot about this town and this community. I also want to say thank you to all of my fellow faculty and staff. Everyone has been so kind to me, and I feel like I've been here years, even though this is my first one. And I also want to say thank you to all my students, even students that I don't have in class. Everyone has been so kind, and I love saying good morning to everyone in the hallways whenever I get here, and it's just a great start to my day. And I want to narrow that down by talking about my elementary students. They have just been wonderful. Everyone's willing to jump in and do stuff. And my middle school students and beginning band students, they are just amazing, and I love seeing them learn every day. We started from nothing, and we just learned more than I ever imagined. And I want to say thank you to my high school band students for being so awesome and just excelling so much this year. And I also want to say thank you to my choir students, and especially my 8 boys that I have in choir, because that just makes my day every time I hear this. So you guys are great examples for all of the younger boys, and hopefully they join in later on too. Okay, so we did a lot this year, and if I talked about every single thing, it would take about 5 to 7 business days. So I'm going to talk as fast as I can. First of all, in the fall, we had a lot of marching band stuff. We went on a couple marching band trips. We got 3rd place in the Culverstock Homecoming Parade, which was awesome. And that was one of the times when the bus broke down on me, and it was so great, and we still got 3rd place. Also, Maddie a really good representation. Like, we were one of the schools that had some of the most kids there. So you guys should be really proud that we really represented our school well at the conference band and choir. I also took 2 boys to solo and ensemble contests, and that's Brayden Hendricks and Noah Shannon, and they both got a silver medal. So I'll have them come up later for those. And also, I brought 6th graders to 6th grade honor choir. 6th graders, if you want to stand up if you went to honor choir. There's a few of them here. And I also took 7th and 8th graders to an honor choir a week after Elise Salter, Matt Mayfield, Landon Shannon, Kate Hedinger, Audrey Irwin, Avery Smith, Kayla Taylor, and Noah Shannon. And then for choir, Maddie Moose, Heidi Lay, Carmen Willis, Andy Shaw, Jody Willis, Riley Coles, Andy Smith, Katie Taylor, Jacob Love, Noah Shannon, Jacob Kugler, and Brandon. That's everybody. Thank you.
all-powerful. First off, we as a team would like to thank our administration and the Kirksville Parks and Rec for finding us a place and allowing our athletes to compete at North Park this year. While our new diamond, the Cadillac of Diamonds, was being built. We can't wait to play on it. We would also like to thank Rhonda and all other drivers who got us to and from both practices and games safe and in a timely manner. When I say timely, we're fast. Around the boys. We would also like to thank the parents and fans who adapted to Kirksville North Park as our Tiger home for the season. And I'd also like to thank Liz for keeping moving. And a shout out to Mr. Scudder for all of his filming and reports. However, I wish that these units all have as easy a scouting report as they do. I'd like to personally thank Coach Cece for being my assistant this year. However, I look at him as being a partner in this mission. She helped me tremendously with keeping track of who was and wasn't going to be at practice, as well as who was on or off the bus after practice. It literally was like herding cats at some times. I feel I got the better end of the deal. It only cost me a swivel seat for a bucket and a bag of sunflowers. So thanks again for the season. Now let's meet the team. You can come up as I call your names. First, our managers. We put these three to the test this year by getting stations ready and nets up and down. Sometimes we didn't even need to get put up and down. I just want to see what they can do. But more importantly, keeping Cece with her favorite flavor of sunflower seeds. This year's managers was senior Carla Willis, 8th grader Candy Gray, and 7th grader Ivy Murray. Come up on stage here. Cece's got something. I think it's a god pickle flavored sunflowers. First off, we would like to welcome freshman Lily McKim. Lily was in a class of her own. Literally, she was the only freshman on the team. It didn't take her long to lose her rookie stripes this year, and her game improved. Game after game, she kept getting better. So we look forward to having her back this year. Sophomore Bailey Randall. Bailey had her debut this year and good riding. We're glad to see her on the field this year and look forward to this coming year. Sophomore Heidi Levy. Heidi continues to improve her game and is learning the game so well on all aspects of the strategy and competition. Sophomore Bobby Ann McGruder. Bobby Ann is our pickup in the transfer portal this year. And not really, her parents just moved to the district. I like to say that though. We didn't get to see her talents in the fullest this year due to some health issues, but we are optimistic to see her play next year. Sophomore Marissa McMahon. Marissa continues to work and improve in her spots and will rely on her family this year. Sophomore Maddie Lewis. Maddie was a player who played my name, but due to a different team, she was able to play either pitch or play out. Hopefully by resting and healing up this summer, we will have her healthy for next year. Now our juniors. Juniors will be called upon this year to show your leadership and step up and take control. Our first junior is Cassidy Alpine. Cassidy has stepped up the last couple of years to fill in on the mound and keep the train on the tracks. She will have to step up to a larger role this year, as all of our juniors becoming seniors will have to do. Junior Taylor Garland. Taylor has a good leadership behind the plate, improving each out. She will be asked to continue to do so this year. She also earned the nickname of Jose this year. I'm just going to let you ask her about that. Junior Paige Street. Paige continues to show her gun in the shortstop position. She started gaining the confidence toward the end of the year with her back, in which we will read all of that continues this coming year. Junior Lana Vanson. Lana will be a welcome asset to next year's team as she is released to play. Show them how to do it, Pete. Now on to the seniors. Alexa Borgmeyer. Alexa is another one that was bit by the injury bug. We would all her a medical red shirt if we could, but want to thank her for what you've done in the entire uniform and wish you nothing but the best in your future. Senior Aubrey Borgmeyer. Aubrey is the definition of a softball player. She was asked to change roles several times during the year, had several times during the same game. She continued to gain confidence at both behind the plate and at the plate, but she ended up shining the brightest in the outfield. She will leave a hole in the lineup that will be hard to fill. Good luck to you and your future. Senior Nancy Fisher. Lacey is the example of the same, not only leadership, but leadership by example. Always encouraging others and still works at improving her game. She was one of, if not the best, defensive first baseman in the entire area, if not the state, only committing 2 errors in the whole season. She will be another cog in the wheel of the Minutes. Good luck to you and your future as well. Now let's pass out some awards. As a team, we went 13-10. We were 6-2 in the conference, tied for second. We got second in the Bible tournament, fourth in the Atlanta tournament, and earned the number 4 seed in the district. We had some all-conference winners. This year's all-conference and all-district winners were Heidi Lay, Lacey Fisher, and Aubrey Borgmeyer. We had 2 that earned all region. They are Aubrey Borgmeyer and Lacey Fisher. We also had an all-state outfield this year. Earning all-state outfield, Aubrey Borgmeyer. Keep it up, all. Now we're going to pass out some team awards. This year, like last year, we had about 5 or 6 of our team awards. The first award is the Silver Slugger Award. It goes to our best overall batting as far as average home runs, RBIs, etc. This year's winner of the Silver Slugger is Aubrey Borgmeyer. Our next award is the Eagle Eye Award. This award goes to the best ratio of walks to strikeouts. This year's winner of the Eagle Eye Award, I'm going to change that to Tiger. This year's winner of the Tiger Award is Heidi Lay. Our next award is our Defensive Player of the Year Award, also called the Gold Glove Award. This year's Gold Glove Award goes to Lacey Fisher. Our next award is the Heart and Hustle Award. This award is just what it says. Shows heart, has a lot of hustle. This This year's winner is Aubrey Boardmeyer. Our next award is our Most Improved Player Award. This goes to the person that has improved both on the defense and offensive stats, as well as how we felt learning the game. This year's winner of the Most Improved Player is Marissa McMahon. Our next award is the Team Glue Award. And yes, we had this award before the University of Iowa Lady Hawkeyes. This year, the Team Glue Award goes to the player that keeps things going and keeps the team together. This year's Team Glue Award winner is Cassidy Alpine. Our next award is our Team MVP. We look at both offense and defense, who was there for others, shows leadership, encourages her teammates, and this year's winner is Lacey Fisher. The next awards are the awards I'm probably most proud of. These are our academic all-state awards. And as a team, we achieved all-state status with a 3.69 grade-point average. We missed the top 10 by .11. So, as a team, you have to have an average of 3.3 or higher to qualify as an academic team. So everybody on the entire team will receive a certificate for the academic all-state team. Those achieving all-state individually, if you had a grade point average of 3.7 or higher, you earn academic all-state status. And I'm here to tell you, we got 9 girls on that team. Alexa Boardmeyer, Lacey Fisher, Cassidy Alpine, Taylor Garlock, Kate Stutzman, Heidi Lay, Maddie Moose, and Betty Greenwood. Congratulations. Again, seniors, I thank you. We wish you nothing but the best. Good luck in the future. And to the other class, they thought they were going to get out of this. This is what we talked about on the map. Why do chicken coops have 2 doors? Everybody got chickens? If they had 4 doors, it'd be a chicken sedan. Hey, the other classmate. Let's back to the work. Congratulations, we'll see you next year.
Good evening. What a year 2023-2024 year has been. We've made some big changes and improvements to our outdoor facilities, and I'd like to start by showing our appreciation to everyone that was involved to make it possible. I know that I won't be able to include everyone, but I want you all to know how grateful we are for everyone's hard work. To highlight a few, I'd like to start with the community members. It would not have been possible without your support for our bond. To all the construction crews, thank you. To our school board, which has had many extra evenings making this happen, along with your hands-on exhausting hours that you put into our facility, and to our faculty and staff that have spent their time to help you make this possible. Thank you to Becky Reeves for keeping the scorebook for both seasons. Thank you to all the parents with the flexibility on working with our scheduling of our practices and games, and thank you for letting me be a part of your athletic careers. Thank you for the track coaches and their cooperation with the shared athletes that we've had. I'd also like to show my appreciation towards all the work and phone calls that Mr. Brummett has done to help the project come along, while also spending the extra time to help assist me with coaching baseball. You will be missed next year. Coach Saxberry is not here, but he's been very helpful as another set of hands to bolster our productivity and preparedness. I've been very grateful to have him and his help this spring. Thank you, Coach Clark, for helping with Game Changer for both seasons. Coach Powell, there's not enough words to describe the amount of work and communication that you have dedicated to our athletes here. Between working with the other schools on our schedule and communicating with Kirksville to have a place to practice, the hands-on work and time that you've dedicated to the facilities, and much more, we truly appreciate it. At this time, I'd like to recognize our 23-24 baseball team. As I call your name up, please join me on stage. Freshman Levi Clark. Sophomores Cole Irwin, Riley Holt, and Jacob Love. Juniors John Higgins III, Corey Holcomb, Drew Magruder, and Riley Whitlow. Seniors Carson Irwin, Jake Holcomb, Clancy Nunn, Ashton Ray, Jack Reeves, and Brad Whitlow. For the seniors, I'll keep it short tonight, but I look forward to sharing more words with you at the end of the season, at your senior parties, and at senior night. However, I will say this has been a very special group of seniors that for the first time I've been able to work with their whole careers and help coach and lead them all 4 years. I thank you for all the ups and downs and all the victories made. All right, as a whole team, this group of young men have worked hard, dedicated their time, and have faced a lot of adversity throughout the fall and spring seasons. From traveling to Kirksville all fall and a portion of this spring to having to adapt to practice without portions of the facility, injuries, and balancing their schedules of other commitments. They have shown resilience to that adversity from their successes this spring and fall. This fall, we have placed 4th in conference, tied with La Plata. However, this fall we were able to be the only team to beat Atlanta to cause a tie for the conference championship. Thus far in the spring, we have accumulated a record of 7-4. Of our 4 losses, 3 of them have been by only 1 run. To highlight this spring so far, we have defeated Green City, who at the time was ranked number 4 in the state. To begin our awards tonight, I'd like to start by recognizing our players academically. Our education is just as important as our success that we've had athletically. That is why we emphasize the meaning of a student athlete. As a member of the Missouri High School Baseball Coaches Association, we have 2 students who have stood out academically to earn academic All-State awards. Those 2 students are Carson Irwin and Ashton Ray. Carson has accumulated a rated GPA of 4.187 with a 23 composite on his ACT. Ashton has accumulated a 4.024 on a 4.0 scale with a composite of a 27 on his ACT. To go along with these personal achievements, it is also my pleasure to a team, we are also being recognized as an academic all-state team, with that requirement being having a 3.0 or above on a 4.0 scale from our sophomores up to our seniors as a team. We have put together a 3.487 for a team GPA. At this time, I'd like to move on with our Tri-County Conference Awards. This fall, we had 4 student athletes be recognized by the other coaches in our conference as all-conference players. Cole Irwin finished 7th in voting, earning first-team all-conference recognition. Jack Reeves finished 10th in voting, earning first-team all-conference recognition. John Higgins III received second-team all-conference recognition, and Drew Magruder received second-team all-conference recognition. To start with our program awards, we will not have an award for everyone tonight, but each player here has played an important role and impact on our seasons this year. I like to always start with our Tiger Award. Our Tiger Award represents a player who shows dedication to the team by showing up consistently to practice and events. This player shows heart and determination on improving and will do whatever it takes to put the team in a position of success for themselves. This player this year has broken out and earned a spot in our lineup and has been put in some big situations early. Our Tiger Award winner this year is Corey Banquet. The next award tonight will be the Most Improved Player of the Year award. This award goes to the player in which the coaches believe has made the greatest strides in their baseball abilities and or knowledge of the game. This player may not have seen a whole lot of time on the field this year yet, but will be a crucial part of the team's success in the years to come. The Most Improved Player of the Year award goes to Riley Holt. Up next is our Rookie of the Year award. This award goes to a young or upcoming player who has made the most impact in the overall success of our team. This year's award goes to a player who has had an impact defensively both in the fall and the spring. This player has improved to be a consistent and reliable outfielder. That player is Jacob Love. The Quality of Bat and Hustle award goes to the player who frequently takes quality at bats. That could mean they can see a lot of pitches, work the count into a favorable count, fouls all pitches, stays alive at the plate, takes at bats that result in hits. This player has a quality at bat percentage of 52%. This award also recognizes the player for their hustle, whether that be stolen bases, advancing on pass balls, or wild pitches, going from first to third on a single. Just overall putting themselves in a position closer to scoring or in scoring position. The QAB and Hustle Award goes to John Higgins III. Following that up tonight, we have our Gold Glove Award. That award goes to the player who has been a staple and a reliable defender to our defense. This year's award goes to a player that has played many positions in the past and the present for the team and has shown the mental fortitude of being successful wherever he is put. He gets shifted around wherever we need him, whenever we need him for any game, and has just started playing first base this fall with a fielding percentage of .900. He has earned the nickname of the vacuum in practice. That player is Rhett. Next up is our Silver Slugger Award. This award goes to the player that has contributed to the team's success with their offensive production. This player has molded himself into a consistent bat in our lineup for the fall and the spring. This player leads our team in RBIs this spring with 17 and also leads in slugging percentage. This award goes to the player that has the ability to hit the ball out of any field we play on. Before I move on to the Cy Young Award winner, I would like to say all of our pitchers have performed at an exceptional rate this spring, having a team ERA of 2.4 and holding opponents to a mere .171 batting average. Moving to our award winner tonight, the award goes to the player that has dominated when on the mound and is a reason why we have had a lot of success. He's been put in high pressure situations all year. This spring, this player has pitched at an even 1 ERA. So when he's on the mound, he's on average only going to allow 1 run. And he has also held opponents' batting average to a .76. Having struck out 36 batters in 21 innings, the Cy Young Award winner goes to Cole Orban. Our last award to be giving out this evening is our Most Valuable Player of the Year award. This award goes to the player that has had the greatest overall impact to the team's success. He leads our team this spring on batting average with a .447, on-base percentage of .562, 7 stolen bases. This player has also served us pitching with a 1.537 ERA, holding opponents to a .167 batting average, and having 3 saves. His knowledge of whatever he plays and the way he is able to strategically analyze the game may be his greatest asset that most don't get to see, and that I have had the pleasure to be around on a daily basis. The impact he has had on our success is invaluable, and it was noticeable with his limited time last spring and his absence this fall. Having him back this spring has added depth to both our lineup and our pitching staff, and I would also like to point out this player's determination and hard work that has went on behind the scenes to put him in this position this year. Where he is at today. It is admirable. Your 2024 baseball MVP is Carson Irwin. To conclude our baseball portion of the night, I would like to close stating what an opportunity these young men have in front of them, and I've been preaching to them all season long. This group has a chance to really do something special, and I hope they hear that message when I say it. Like I stated before, this group of students, athletes have beaten Green City number 4 in state, and have beaten Princeton, both the 2 teams in the district over that is likely to come out of that district. If we can play our cards right and play to our ability, I have full confidence in their ability to make a run for our district championship and to even make it out of sectionals or potentially into the regionals and the state tournament. So in the next coming week and a half, if you manage to see these athletes, stop, encourage them, motivate them, let them know you're cheering them on, because we are on the cusp of great things, and we will only go as far as we are ready to commit ourselves to. With that being said, we have a game at Knox on Friday. Our district seeding will come out Saturday. We play a win on Monday, and then at home for Schuyler for our senior night on Tuesday. Depending on how seeding plays out, we will start our postseason run either next Friday or that following Monday. Thank you all for a memorable year.
The students I have the privilege of coaching, they aren't dummies or airheads. They're the smarties who enjoy competing in nerdball. I have 4 6th graders that took a chance at the sport this year. Carly Jenkins, Logan Boots, Justin Robinson, and Katrina Youngman. Please join me on stage. Justin and Logan will be receiving their pin, their bar, and a little special something from me. I hope that they continue to compete in academic bowl next year. my 8th graders. You stuck through it, thick and thin, skipping lunch to come have practice, and I'd like you to join me on stage now. Kate Henniger, Kate McMahon, Gus Snow, Emily and Emily Youngman. I want to thank you guys for sticking it out with me. We're trying to do academic well this year. And let's not forget Elise, who took a chance and came out of her comfort zone to join academic well this year. How competitive Scholar Bowl or Academic Bowl is, but these guys compete really hard. And I want to thank all of the parents who come with us and cheer them on. It's awesome when we go to another school and they're like, oh, we have to get more chairs because we bring such a following to this sport. So I do have a couple of awards to give out today. We went and competed within our conference. And we had one of our players end up on the All-Conference Scholar Bowl, and that award goes to Kate Henniger. So that was us competing against the schools in our conference. There's also a competition within our team to score the most points for the season. Every year, there's a huge chance that they want to get the medal at the end of the year, and this year they tried extremely hard to get that medal. But there's only one MVP. And I do want to say though that every single member of this team scored at least 1 point, which for us is 10 points at our competition. They answered one individual question on their own. And then also contributed to the group questions as well, which we don't keep individual score on that. Sorry, guys. But our MVP for this year, with 360 points, is Kate Henniger. Mr. Killen, come make your final presentation.
I will call out our high school team that are up here. One song.
and to cheer our hearts out for our school. And let me tell you, you exceeded every expectation. Every practice, you pushed yourselves harder, mastering cheer sequences and the timing necessary for some of those challenging stunts we did. The progress you made is nothing short of remarkable. But it's not just about the technical skills, it's about the way you came together as a team. You supported each other, cheered each other on, and proved that when we work together, there's nothing we can't achieve. That kind of unity is very special, and it's something you guys should be really proud of. You've represented our school with grace, spirit, and integrity. You have learned to not be easy. However, you persevered to do the right thing and managed to keep smiles on your faces. Thank you for an amazing season, and I'm proud of each and every one of you. So my first award goes to Emily, who has the Butterfinger Award. You never let a strong finish slip through your fingers. Elise, you get the Three Musketeers Award because you're always loyal and a good friend to your teammates. Madison, you get the Junior Men's Award. You always offer encouragement to your teammates. Maya, you get the Crunch Award because you always come through on the crunch. Chelsea, the Jolly Ranger, because you're always jolly at practice and day off. And then Katrina's not here. She gets my Carmelo Award because she's always mellow and carefree. She always makes sure to stick with everybody. So thank you.
As always, I want to thank the girls for showing great school spirit and sportsmanship during the season and getting the crowd hyped and always supporting the players. This year we had 6 girls cheer. Everybody can hear me? Okay. There's six girls cheer this year. They're freshmen: Katie Powell, freshman, sophomore Taylor Howey, sophomore Maggie Lynn, junior Enzigal, and senior Lacey Fisher. Thank you. Marissa and Sarah for junior high basketball.
It was my privilege to coach the junior high girls basketball team this year. I'm going to go ahead and bring the girls up. So our 8th graders were Kennedy Gray and Elise Salter. Our 7th graders were Madison Youngman, Aubrey Newland, Audrey Irwin, made the season so fun and enjoyable. Next year, Kennedy and Elise will move up to varsity, and I can't wait to see them succeed on the court in that aspect. Even though I will not be coaching the girls next year, I am very excited to watch them grow and cheer them on from the sidelines. I am so grateful to be a part of such an excellent community with great kids. Thank you.
Alright, next up we have our junior high boys basketball team. At this time, I'd like to call our team forward from the 6th grade, Liam Brookhart, Riley Blyden, Gage Gray, Logan Moose, and Justin Robeson. Our 7th graders, Cam Norman, Landon Shannon, and Brayden Smith. And our 8th grade, Kate Irwin, Gus Snow, and Kaden McMahon. Our 3 neighbors, Bryce Wortmeyer, Cam Irwin, and Matthew Sayer. Alright, this season we finished 7-5, 4-4 in conference play, finishing 5th in the conference. And we won the consolation side of the Atlanta tournament. We averaged 38.1 points per game and averaged giving up only 37.9 points per game. So that's more points scored than giving up. We have 3 awards that we're going to hand out this year. The first one is to our Rising Stars. These up-and-comers made an impact both every day in practice and any way they could in games. We feel like these young men have just scratched the surface of who they are capable of being as a player and a leader. This year's winners are Justin Robeson, Gage Gray, and Kaden Gordon. Next, we have our Defensive Player of the Year. This guy was all about defense and stopping the other team's best player. He always wanted that assignment. He loved playing full-court defense and getting steals. He's got a little bit of that Coach Clark dog in him. This year's Defensive Player of the Year was Gus Snow. The next award is Mr. Reliable. This award is going to the young man who showed up day in and day out and was accountable to himself, his team, and his coaches. He always had consistent effort and in-game performances. This year's winner is Kaden McMahon. And I said 3 awards, but I can count, we have 4. And our last award is the Mr. Clutch Award. This guy led us in points every night. He frequently led us in rebounds and steals. If we needed a big shot, he's the guy we were going to. He was usually able to do this by drawing multiple defenders while drawing multiple defenders from the other team. And when he needed to, he could find the open guy and get the shot that we needed. This year's Mr. Clutch is Mr. Kaden Irwin. We are very proud of the growth that this group of boys showed over our season. They learned how to play together, with confidence in the whole. There were several times we teetered with falling below 500, but we always managed to grind, hustle, and grit our way back to above 500. We enjoyed watching the maturity and growth of the team and our connectivity blossom throughout the season. Watching them figure out the importance of team, community, and school pride, as well as in order to be successful on the court, the student athlete has to be the student first. These young men have the opportunity to be a pretty special group as they continue to work and grow together. Some of our fondest memories from this season include Coach Clark's coaching debut at Brashear. He's not listening. Isn't it amazing how different it feels when you are the only one standing on the bench? Beating Green City not once, but twice. Our furious fourth quarter takeover of Marion County in the fourth quarter, all sparked by the planned 30-minute timeout when the light bulb got knocked down from the ceiling. Thank you, Mr. Brumman, for being outside of the gym at that moment and taking a few minutes to be found. We used that timeout to fire these guys up, and we were not going to lose that game. We scored 17 points in the fourth quarter and held Marion County to 4. Landon and Caden both had big buckets in the fourth quarter, as well as Caden's 11 points. The next game that sticks out to Coach and I is our back-and-forth battle and ultimate victory over Buckland. We had 3 threes as a team, and Caden McMahon had a huge fourth quarter and 2 big free throws. Against the played in the first round of the Atlanta tournament, Caden put up 36 points, and probably one of the highlights in our best game of the season may have come in a loss, but it was our best performance as a team against another really good team. Many thought we didn't stand a chance, and we kept the game to single digits. Meadville showed up and thought they had it won by just being in the gym. We showed them we took the lead from the first quarter and stayed within the basket until the very end. It was an all-around team effort that allowed us to play some of our best basketball that night. It was extremely exciting to watch and coach our team's performance. We owe John England and Mr. Brumman a big thank you for taking care of all of our plumbing issues down in the locker room. 6th and 7th graders, you guys are up next. How much time do you want to put into not only making yourself a better scorer, dribbler, passer, rebounder, and defender, but how much time do you want to put into making a teammate better? That will determine just how high our ceiling is. Why can't we compete for the conference title? Thank you to our 8th graders, Kate, Gus, and Caden, for all of your efforts to lead us through the season. Each of you impacted this program and improved throughout the season. We look forward to seeing what your high school years hold. Gus, you had some timely defense throughout the season, but in the Atlanta tournament, we took it to the next level, creating steals and turning them into easy baskets for your teammates itself. To watch you develop and improve at leadership skills, grow more self-confident offensively, and trust others more fearlessly was pretty awesome. I hope we can convince you to stick with it and see it all come together in high school. Thank you for challenging us, being a communicator on and off the court, and not giving up on Coach Clark route. You have a real heart of gold, and when you lead with that, you do and get others to do great things. Caden, you matured a lot throughout the season, both physically and mentally. We played a lot of teams this year who seemed to have a man child on the inside, and you never backed down from those challenges. We love your toughness and determination and how you influence others in a positive way. You improved your finishing around the basket, strength, and rebounding at both ends of the floor. We can count on you to be ready to work and practice and lock in on game day. We appreciate how coachable you are, and one of your best attributes is when you decide you're going to get something done and won't let anything stand in your way. We are excited to see what's ahead for you. Kate, you did a lot of things for us this season in all areas of the game. I think most think of you as our scorer, but you are so much more than that. When you make up your mind that you're going to be the best, are willing to sacrifice the time, dedication, focus, and work that takes, you could be a pretty special kid. As you started to trust your teammates, you became a better passer and communicator. Your ability to use your length and versatility make you a matchup nightmare. We hope as you grow, you understand the influence and impact you have on others, and that you use that to motivate and encourage your teammates and make the whole better than the individual parts. We appreciate you being willing and coachable and learning to love defense as much as Gus. We hope you always learn how important working together is, how having expectations with accountability will not only make the team better, but yourself. That each of you does have a dog in you, just like Coach Clark. And probably most importantly, we hope you take away how much you have all changed our lives and how much we love you. Thank you very much. Coacher, I want to thank you first. Year two together brought more fun, excitement, a little less running, not sure if that was a good thing, and more friendship for us. I appreciate your time because I understand what you are giving up with your family and the sacrifices you are making to be part of this family. Your hard work and dedication to prepare our players for competition in life is unmatched. I watch it every day with Halls and with your track team as well. You pour so much of yourself with encouragement and positivity into our kids, helping them to see that they are capable of so much more. Sometimes it takes a little longer for them to see what we do, but know that down the road they will. Our kids love you and appreciate all that you do for them. I admire how you weren't afraid to have hard, real, honest conversations with them, helping them to grow and mature. I appreciate how we see our purpose similarly, and we balance each other as the year ebbs and flows. How much you push yourself to learn and grow with basketball is a lot of fun for me, and I really do appreciate it. You know a little bit about how my brain works when it comes to basketball, and during the season, I thank you for keeping me focused and in tune with what matters. I love you. As I have reflected upon all that we accomplished this season, and how much we grew and changed from last summer to now, I was overwhelmed with a sense of pride. We had high expectations for the season, and lo and behold, we faced some major roadblocks. Along the way, that was a really bad pause. We faced some major roadblocks along the way, but we were so very proud of how we handled some of that adversity, how we solved some problems, and different people stepped up in different roles throughout the season to make success still possible. We hope as you take a look back with us through some of our highlights in games and performances, you do with happiness, pride, a sense of accomplishment, and joy. We hope that you take from this season that the game rewards relentless effort without fear of failing. Focus on the things that you can control and practice hard so that the games are easy and you're always prepared. At this time, I would like to have the ladies come forward, starting with our freshman, Lily McKim. Sophomores, Heidi Lay, Marissa McMahon, and Maddie Lewis. Juniors, Tennessee Offside. 3 and 5. Some of our stats for the season: with a minimum of 50 shot attempts, our field goal percentage leader was Heidi Lay at 36.5%. With a minimum of 32-point field goal attempts, our 2-point field goal leader was Taylor Garlock at 42.5%. With a minimum of 20 3-point field goals attempted, our 3-point field goal percentage leader was Cassidy Altai at 29.2%. With a minimum of 20 free throw attempts, our free throw percentage leader was Maddie Lewis at 58.3%. Our scoring leader this year was Lacey Fisher. She scored 235 points this season. Our rebounds leader was also Lacey with 209. Our assist leader was Lacey Fisher with 76 assists. Our steals leader was Lacey Fisher with 114. Our blocks leader was Lacey Fisher with 22. Our charges taken leader was Heidi Lay with 2. Carly Willis. I apologize deeply. Our 4th senior on the year was Carly Willis. Some improvements we made from last season include a decrease in our turnover percentage and points allowed, as well as our total number of turnovers. We increased our field goal percentage, number of made field goals, made free throws. We improved our free throw percentage, points per game, offensive rebounds, assists, deflections, and steals. This year we had 2 players selected to the all-conference team. Making it on the second team was Lacey Fisher. And honorable mention was Aubrey Borgmeyer. Lacey was also selected to the conference all-defensive team. We had 2 players selected to the all-district team as voted on by the coaches within the district. Those were Lacey Fisher and Aubrey Borgmeyer. We had 1 player selected to the Northeast Media all-district team, and she was selected to the second team, and that is Lacey Fisher. Next we have our team awards as voted on by coaches and players. Our first award is the 6th Man of the Year. This goes to the young lady who made the greatest contribution to the team in a non-starting role. From the way that she practiced to how she mentally prepared for the games, she stayed engaged. She was always ready to go in when her number was called. She made some big shots in big moments and was ready to impact the game in any way that she could, and whenever she had a chance. Not only did she provide a spark on the court, but her self-confidence, courage, and leadership all grew. She saw an increase in the following statistical categories: minutes played per game, points scored, rebounds, assists, and steals. She played more in big moments as the season progressed, earning more opportunity with her fearless play. She impacted her teammates and team in a positive way, not only in games, but especially in practice. We expect her to continue on the same trajectory headed into next season. This year's 6th Man of the Year is Bevan March. The Love Bell Award is next. This award goes to the player who did the most to hold the team together. Not only when times got tough, there were bad calls, missed shots, turnovers, or giving up offensive rebounds, this person picked us up and led us back in the direction we needed to go. She was always the first to celebrate others and encourage someone who needed it. Her teammates look to her when things get uncertain or someone needs to talk to coach. Why don't we need to talk now? She's able to steady the ship and get us all back on the same page and headed in the right direction. This year's Love Bell Award winner is Cassidy Altai. This goes to the player who demonstrates the most consistent effort, maintains a positive attitude by pushing herself and her teammates every day with a fearless and relentless mindset. This player remains resilient and consistent all season long. Not only were they always ready, but they made sure to get and keep their team there too. Her effort never wavered, whether it was game day, AM practice, we always knew what we were going to get. This lady never played scared and wasn't afraid to get on the floor. She was tied for minutes played and didn't miss a game all year. She was second on the team in rebounds, total rebounds, 8 rebounds per game, and rebounded it was all hard and long. She was encouraging her teammates and was usually the most vocal player, having an energy that was contagious. This year's Hartman Hustle Award winner is Aubrey Borgmeyer. Our most improved player has demonstrated the most improvement throughout the season, a willingness to learn and grow, exhibits team spirit, has excellent attendance at practice and games. We had several young ladies who were up for consideration for this award, also showing significant improvement from last year through this season, and some from even day one of this season to the end. Improvement is seen in the unseen hours of practice, sometimes before and after. The fans get to see just how far this young lady came this year. She improved in 16 of 17 statistical categories that we looked at, including field goals made, field goal percentage, 2-point field goals made, 2-point field goal percentage, 3-point field goals made, free throws made, free throw percentage, points scored, points per game, minutes played, rebounds, assists, deflections, steals, blocks, and charges taken. But improvement isn't just shown in statistics. We watched this young lady grow in physical and mental toughness, as well as her aggressiveness at both ends of the floor. This year's most improved player is Heidi Levy. Our most valuable player consistently shows up and shows a high level of performance, demonstrates leadership qualities, and constantly puts the team first. She illustrates a positive attitude and enthusiastic approach to the team and has excellent attendance at practice and games. This person impacted games in all facets and would have been hard to win without her. She scored if needed, guarded the other team's best player, no matter their position. She rebounded, shared the ball, impacted the game in every way possible. Her effort never wavered, never depended on the scoreboard or her stats. She always played hard. She made her teammates better and helped them to believe in themselves, and we were our best team with her on the floor. Our most valuable player is Lacey Fisher. The last award is the Tiger Award. The winner of this exemplifies the attributes of character, integrity, and sportsmanship. She is unselfish and committed to the overall team performance, willing to help out in any way that benefits the team and its members. She has a positive attitude and is a positive role model for the entire team, program, and school. She also displays good sportsmanship and respect for the officials and opposing teams, even in the face of adversity. Finally, she is committed to doing what is right. She will be the measure that all Lady Tigers may compare to in how they play, how they impact the game and their teammates. She was well respected by other players and coaches in her area. Many who said they would have loved to have had someone like her on their side of the floor. She is one of one. This year's Tiger Award winner is Lacey Fisher. Ladies, you guys can take a seat while I highlight some of the moments from the season. You can take a seat. I got a few highlights I want to talk about. I'm not going to make you stand here. So a few highlights from our season. I'm going to highlight some individual performances as well as the team. First, for our freshmen, so Lily made her first varsity basket at the varsity game in Linn County. But to me, what epitomizes Lily's effort is a steal Some of her best basketball was in our tournament. She fought with the bigs from Nottingham and never backed down. She let them know that she was there. Your give-and-go pass with Maddie versus Nottingham was a thing of beauty. You had two big steals late in the first half that enabled us to end the half on a run. Your effort in that game and throughout the season provided us positive minutes. Heidi really stepped up in several big moments this season. She showed her offensive versatility, and even though she wasn't selected all-conference, she did receive votes. She was recognized in our district game versus Atlanta as the player of the game, leading us with 14 points. She scored from inside and out, just like she had all season. Her defensive intensity was something that propelled us down the home stretch of our season. Maddie, she battled all season long. The fierce competitor was a game-day lock. You can see her develop into not only a defensive stopper, but an efficient scorer and offensive threat. You hit a big three late in the second quarter versus Drew right before half, as well as that beautiful pass to Marissa cutting for a layup. It's that kind of effort that makes great things happen. Lana is someone we're excited to get back on the court this season. She had 7 rebounds in the game versus Brashear. She had a pretty backdoor pass to Cassidy at Green City for a reverse layup. And we are excited to see what you can do in a full season and what your senior season holds. Now, who could forget her three to start the game versus Nottingham right over here in the tournament semifinal? Or the 3 versus Atlanta districts, the revenge game. Devin, we are so proud of how you were ready for that moment. Your defense changed the momentum of several games for us this season, and you became an offensive weapon. You are growing into a leader on and off the court, and we are excited for the final chapter. Taylor, the fight that you showed in the Cairo game versus their All-State center is just a glimpse of who you are. The way you fought and took what you wanted and you got into the paint, we're excited to see. The buzzer beater at the end of the third quarter against Madison was pretty awesome too. We're really proud of your commitment to push to be the best that you can be and look forward to all that senior year has. Paige, your leadership was something that impacted our team in a positive way this year. Your aggressiveness on the court propelled our team to be its best at both ends of the floor. Some of your highlights include 3-and-1s versus Nottingham, a backdoor layup over the post for Nottingham in overtime. Do you remember when you won the tip to start the championship game against the Knights? I don't think you ever wanted to jump again. Against Marion County, your left-handed Euro step finish was a thing of beauty. You made some really big strides this season, and we can't wait to watch the last episode. Cassidy, your highlights include the Banquet 3 versus Nottingham. It is probably one of the top 5 loudest moments in the gym that I've ever been a part of. Fans, thank you for that. I'm glad you guys were really loud. Otherwise, the officials may have heard or seen the coaches crazily calling for a timeout on the sideline. You provided a boost throughout the season. When we seemed to need it, you hit a big shot. Let's do this one more time and see just what we can accomplish. Our seniors. Carly, I'm thankful that we had the opportunity to have you join our family. We were so excited for you when you got that steal versus Buckland and your first rebound in Orange and Black versus Lynn County. My hope is that you can take the perseverance and confidence you have learned this season and apply it as you move forward in life. Please know that you always have a home here as part of our Lady Tiger family. Alexa. There is so much to take away from this season, this year, your 4 years, and it will make you more equipped for life than you ever imagined. We know how much you wanted this season and what you hoped to accomplish. You have still accomplished your ultimate goal of the opportunity to play college softball next year. You still did a lot in the time you were given, and the way you still contributed to the growth of your teammates speaks to the person you are. We wish you had been able to be along for more of the ride this year, to make a few more threes, hold out a few more rebounds, and share some more high fives in the Tiger uniform. But we will hold on to the memories we did share. It was a blessing that you got to be part of some of the memorable moments of the season, including senior night, our homecoming win over Scotland, and the pink out game versus Knox, and the win over Schuyler County. We do hate that it wasn't in uniform, but you had a hand in it before those games were played, before the season started. You helped your teammates believe in themselves and give the best they could. You are a constant reminder of determination and work. Know without a doubt that your best is ahead of you. We hope that the resiliency and fearlessness you've learned over the last 4 years carry you further in life. Continue to fight for what you want and chase your bold dreams. We are so proud of you and love you, Alexa. Aubrey had her best game in the tournament championship versus the Knights, leading us with 21 points. One of the highlights was late overtime versus Navajo that you pulled down a rebound and got fouled. You made the first free throw, and seeing your mother's reaction, seeing the pure pride of all that you have become nearly brought me to tears. In 4 years, you missed one game. You may have improved more than most in 4 years. You showed up every day to work hard and to do the best for your teammates. There was never a day where we questioned your effort or wondered what we're going to get from you. We are thankful that you were recognized individually this season, that others were seeing what we did every day. But what we are most proud of is how confident in who you are and courageous enough to be that person every day. It brings us great joy to see you chase your passions and overcome all that you have to be who you are today. We are so thankful for the time that we have had and opportunities to have coached you, and how proud we are of the young person you are. 4 years have gone by so fast, and while we are sad to see this chapter close, we are thankful for all the memories we've shared with you. There is no doubt you will go out and be successful. We hope that you stay in touch and come back every now and again and check in. We love you. Lacey, remember some of the best things in life are the ones you work the hardest for. I feel like that was this season for you. You battled through adversity to accomplish some pretty awesome feats. With 1 minute and 39 seconds left in the third quarter of our opening round Brashear tournament game, you knocked down a turnaround, fading away half poke shot over the post to score your 1,000th point. Seeing the joy in so many people's faces that night, as well as your relief, were something to behold. You pulled down your 850th rebound this season, finishing your career ranked 38th in the state with 856. Your assist to Cass on that three to send it to overtime, but probably your best performance of the season came against Revere. You were a plus 50 in plus or minus, which means when you were on the floor, we outscored our opponent by 50. This is kind of unheard of. You also almost had a quadruple double in that game. That means you had 10 or more in 4 different statistical categories. You had 15 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists, and 6 steals. You almost had triple doubles against Grundy County, Madison, Navajo, and in the district game versus Atlanta. You've set the bar for which all lady Tigers will all try to reach and get over when it comes to how many ways you can positively impact the game for your team. Your unwavering effort and relentless competitiveness are second to none. There is no doubt that you have left your mark on this program. We are so proud to have coached you and had a small part in your growth here at Brashear. But now it's time for us to send you off to the next challenge, to solve all world problems and continue to be great. Alexa, Aubrey, and Lacey, you're my first group to have had all 4 years. You will hold a special place in my heart forever. As a group, you have accomplished many wonderful things on the court, the fields, and in the classroom. You have represented Brashear and your families in the highest, and we are all so very proud of you. Thank you for your time, commitment, and dedication to everything you have done. It is going to be very strange next year. This summer, when we take the floor, hit the gym and the weight room, and you guys won't be there. You've been pillars of this program for 4 years. We hope that your all-out effort is contagious and caught by your teammates. We know we will have new people to fill your jerseys, but they will never fill your shoes. There have been so many challenges along the way for each of you individually, but also for you collectively. Each of you remained committed to trying to find a way anyway. You learned how to do hard things and push through adversity. Guess what? It doesn't actually get any easier from here. Although life will undoubtedly bring you challenges, we feel that your time here has prepared you for whatever those may be. You have learned how to have hard conversations, how to stand up for yourself, how to commit and give to something bigger than yourself, how to learn new things that aren't easy, how to have fun, how to work with other people and compromise, and most importantly, how to love others. It hasn't always been easy or fun, but we hope that you feel like we do. That no matter what, it was all worth it. We will miss you something awful next year, but do hope that you'll stop by and cheer us on and maybe make some new memories. Thank you. It's hard to believe that the season ended so long ago. I think I've replayed just about every possession of the entire last game back in my head, and actually smiled at some of the best basketball we played, to the heartbreak we experienced at the end. But one thing that stands out to me is the pride that we take in being the ones that they call coach. I go back and change some plays and calls for sure, but I wouldn't change who we were. These young men work hard day in and day out against a lot of odds. We had our rough times, our disagreements, our fears and failures, but we sure shared in a lot of wonderful moments. Let's choose to hold on to each of those. There are different ones for each of us. Some from this year, some from last, others from when you just got started with this game of basketball. Think about that for a moment. Where you started, where this passion of play and play for each other began. Many of you in this room are the ones who stoked the embers that have become the flames. You committed to not only your sons, but all of the others. Just like the coaches up here committed to them. Real quick, I do want to thank Donnie Powell and Brashear Community Church for the pizza and other food before our home games. We appreciate the care that they showed for all of us. Coach Clark, thank you for your heart and the life that you poured into each one of these young men. I thank you for coming into our family and helping these guys know what it means to play for one another. Your love for each of them and this family reverberates through this community and beyond. Coach Blyden, thank you for all of your time, energy, and commitment to making this program grow and strengthen its foundation. Your honest, clear thinking and view provides us all perspective. The dedication you give every day to helping mold these kids, boys and young men, is greatly appreciated. This season we finished 14-10 and 4th in the conference at 5-3. Some of our key statistics of the year: our field goal leader this year, with a minimum of 30 shots attempted, was Jack Reeves at 47.5%. With a minimum of 52-point field goals attempted, our 2-point field goal leader was Carson Irwin at 54.9%. With a minimum of 25 threes attempted, our 3-point field goal leader was Carson Irwin at 30.2%. With a minimum of 20 free throw attempts, our free throw percentage leader was Carson Irwin at 72%. Our points leader this year was Carson with 536. Our rebounds leader this year was Cole with 189. Our assist leader was Dayton with 78. Our steals leader was Cole with 52. Our blocks leader was Cole with 18. Charges taken leader was Cole with 9. Compared to last season, we improved our turnover percentage, our field goal percentage, made twos, free throw percentage. We gave up fewer points, we had more assists, and less turnovers per game. Now some of the some of the awards from our season. First, all conference. Honorable mention, Jack Reeves. Second team, Cole Irwin. And first team, Carson Irwin. Cole was also selected to the all-defensive team. We had 2 young men selected to the all-district team this year, and they are Carson Irwin and Cole Irwin. We had 1 player selected to the Northeast Media all-district team, and he was a first-team selection, Carson Irwin. And then our team awards, as voted on by players and coaches. First award is our 6th man of the year. This goes to the young man who made the greatest contribution to the team in a non-starting role, from the way that he practiced to how he mentally prepared for the game, stayed engaged, and was ready to go. This young man came into many games this season, hit some big shots, and really stepped up on the defensive end. It is always an adjustment when a team changes from year to year, but this guy stepped right in and filled the hole for us. He learned a lot about himself and the game, what it takes to be your best for the team, how to push through when things aren't going your way. He made lots of growth in all of these areas, and we know he's going to make a big jump moving forward. This year's 6th man is Levi Clark. Together. any of these things ever happened to us this season, but when there were some bad calls, maybe some missed shots or turnovers, a few offensive rebounds given up. But this guy always picked us up when we needed it. He was also the first to celebrate others and encourage someone that may have needed it. This person always had the most positive energy, whether it was 6 a.m. or 9 p.m. You made it fun for everyone to be in the gym. Your electrifying passes got everyone on their feet, including Coach Clark. I think he almost knocked me out one time after one. You stepped into a new role this year and embraced every opportunity and minute you had. This year's Lug Night Award winner is David White. Next, we have the Hustle and Hard Award. Goes to the player who demonstrates the most consistent effort, maintains a positive attitude by pushing himself and his teammates every day with a fearless and relentless mindset. This person remained resilient and consistent all season long. His competitive drive is unmatched. He simply wants to win and will do whatever he can to make that happen. He defended the opponent's best player at times, rebounded hard, played point guard, played inside, played the middle of the zone. I think he literally did it all. He is truly an extension of the coaching staff on the floor and in tune with the flow of the game. His best basketball is still ahead of him. He was a leader or second in many statistical categories simply because he willed his way. He improved in all but 2 statistical categories from last year to this, and his heart and determination were often left behind on the courts that we competed on. This year's Heart and Hustle Award winner is Cole Irwin. Our most improved player has demonstrated the most improvement throughout the season, and a willingness to learn and grow and exhibit team spirit. Just like the ladies before them, we had several young men that could have won this award, as well as making it a very tough decision on who improved the most and how to make that determination. Improvement is most often viewed in the physical outcomes we see in the game, but we also see it in the mental approach and toughness an athlete learns and grows in. The fans got to see just how far this young man came with the performance on the floor. We would not have had the successes we did this season without him showing up and giving his best every day. Not only did his skills improve, but his understanding, knowledge, confidence, and leadership did as well. He improved in 13 of the 17 categories. His role increased dramatically, and what his team depended on him to give in and night out was a big part in another double-digit win season. Whether it was practices or games, we felt like he never left anything in the tank and played through pain and struggles to be the best that he could. This year's most improved player is Clancy Miller. Our most valuable player consistently shows a high level of performance, demonstrates leadership qualities, and constantly puts the team first. He illustrates a positive attitude and enthusiastic approach to the team, and an excellent attendance at practice and games. This person impacted the game in all facets and would have been hard to win without him. He proved he could coach the team if needed. He could defend when challenged, too. He pulled down some big rebounds and even dished out some pretty remarkable passes. He sees the game and knows what needs to be done and grew in how to get others on the same page. This guy led us in a variety of statistical categories, including points per game, field goals made, field goal percentage, 2-point percentage, 3-point percentage, second in deflections and steals, and third in rebounding. We were just a different team with him on the court. Our most valuable player is first serve. overall team performance. He also displays good sportsmanship and respect to officials and opposing teams, even in the face of adversity. Likewise, he demonstrates cooperation and respect in dealing with coaches and teammates. This young man just showed up and worked hard. He's coachable, tough, and unwavering in his pursuit of what he wants. He defended guys bigger and smaller than him, rebounded relentlessly. He was versatile at both ends of the floor, playing with the ball, playing inside, posting up, and his athleticism allowed us to move all over defensively. He improved his field goal percentage, points per game, points scored, total rebounds, and rebounds per game. This man was exceptionally coachable and wanted nothing more than to be able to be and give his best to the team. This year's Tiger Award winner is Jack Reeves.
I would like to say a few words about a certain man who brought energy to the team every day, whether that was getting off work early or coming in at 6 a.m., coming in with pictures of dogs in his heart. And it went from everything. So I'd like to say thank you for the whole team, for Chris Clark.
Some of the memories from this season, the way we shoot the ball against both Marion County and North Shelby, Levi and Clancy's defensive performances against Joe from Marion and the Dennis kid from Meadville, probably specifically Levi's block of Joe in the Marion County game. Katie and Levi getting their first start versus Knox County. Cole scoring the first half of the North Shelby game. His ability to get downhill and score nearly at will against Kirksville. The behind-the-back pass versus Novinger, and just the competitive fire that he plays with every game. Cole, Kaden, and Levi, you guys are up next. The 16 years lead the program in your more than capable hands. I know that with a few more people in the room joining us next season, we'll be able to shock the world in many ways. Take something you learned on and off the court from your teammates and apply it to your game, your approach to practice and games, your teammates, your work ethic. Don't settle with where you are or we are, but rather attack every day with the mindset of where we want to get to. A couple of our seniors' highlights. Joe, your basket against the Lamb. That was pretty awesome to be a part of. There were only a couple of times I saw her heard a gym more excited, like the entire gym. I'm thankful for all the lessons that you taught us by being a part of this team. Don't ever let any obstacle become a reason not to try. Ask for help when you need it. Communicate what you need from others. Be courageous and go fearlessly be yourself. I remember the Knox County game, sitting Ashton and saying, go stand in your favorite spot. We're going to get it to you and take your shot. Comes down here to the right corner, right in front of the bench. Dayton drops a dime, and you drill the three from the corner. pushed through with all the learning you were doing. You never made excuses or looked for ways out. Thank you for giving your best day in and day out. You made our team better every day by showing up, and that's not a small feat. We have enjoyed your presence and personality. You brought a steadiness to the group that could never be replaced. Basketball is a long season, a lot of time to give, and you don't always get it in equal return. That never dictated the person or player you were. Thank you for the opportunity to be your coach. Clancy, you battled all seasons with much physical pain to be one of our best defenders and ball handlers. We always knew we were getting your best. Clancy's ability to be a self-press breaker, to find the open guy, gaps to cut to be open made him so valuable this season. From his steal and circus layup in the third quarter of the Lynn County game to the 2 free throws to seal the homecoming victory over Scotland County. Sarah Irwin captured the emotions of elation and joy that followed that victory that made every long night worth it. We were very uncertain about what the season might look like for you to start. We knew what we wanted it to be, but had a lot of questions that had to be answered. You rang the bell every time. We appreciate how hard you go, no matter the situation. You push to make yourself and your teammates better every day. You learn how to be accountable to your goals and the teams. We're so proud of watching with each game, with your confidence grow, and with how much work you put yourself in the right position and not hold back. My hope is that you take something you take away from your time is that you don't let obstacles or situations dictate your confidence. Thank you for believing in us and trusting yourself. Jack's 20-point game in Madison. His 3 versus North Shelby, and the monster block right down there against Knox. These are just a sample of the many ways Jack impacted games for us this season and throughout his career. We remember him for his workmanlike approach to the game and his desire to be his best to help his team. Any way possible. But it's off the court that we remember more. From the first picture we took at the Knox tournament in 2021, I had no idea I would have the opportunity to be part of your story. It felt like at first you might be hard to get to be let in to who just Jack was. Sorry, that's what my kids call him. He's just Jack. But that hasn't been true at all. You've enlightened me and surprised me. You've positively impacted my life. You positively impacted the lives of all who come in contact with you, big and small, young and old. You always make time for others and give them your best self. You've impacted my kids, just like many others, and that means more to me than I can express. Things haven't always been easy. You work for all that you want until the job is done. We know that is going to take you far enough. You thanked me for not giving up on you and always believing you. I hope you know that is a lifelong belief in you. Each one of you young people in this room. Just remember that we will never give up on you. And if life gets hard down the road, and oh, it will. Don't ever give up. Just give us a call. Dayton's lead level passing was always fun to watch. The coaches loved the front row seat to it. His performance versus Plato, being under the weather and down the teammate, we didn't think we'd have him at all. Then it was, well, maybe he can try to go, to maybe we'll get a couple minutes, to he's giving us literally all that he has. He had 6 assists 3 times and 7 once this season. A lob to Jack coming out of the half versus Lavender was one of my favorites. Who can forget his and one in the first half of the district game? Many of your assists came on Jackson-esque passes. Lamar Jackson, he's a Ravens fan, can't use his homes. But my all-time favorite is the first of the season. For Carson's first 3 of the season versus starting. When we started day 1 back in June, I had no idea. I had so many questions from the 3 years I watched you from a different seat. We quickly found out how much we were going to love coaching you and just being in your presence daily. Dayton bring life in whatever environment we were in, and it just won't be the same around here without you. There have been many obstacles in your life that would have made it easy to give up or make an excuse. But we have just seen how you show up and work hard. Your charismatic personality makes it a joy to show up every day to work. Can you continue to do everything in life with that smile you have and bring your positive energy and ability to have fun into all areas of life? One of the biggest individual accomplishments of this season was Carson's 1,500th point scored versus Nottingham. Then in the defeat of Marion County, he dropped 39. He was 12 of 24 from the floor, 10 of 12 from the free throw line. It was enjoyable to watch you find your teammates in some pretty backdoor cuts. One that stands out was in the second half of the game when you hit Dayton. We all know the injury and surgery that you came back from. But what most don't know is the how. So when you made your first shot of the season on a 3 from the head of the key, there was a lot in that shot. Then the free throw, then the first jump shot from the elbow. It was also rewarding to watch. You're going to go down as one of the most prolific shooters to wear the Brashear uniform, but also in this area. We enjoy watching you take your game past being just a shooter to being a 3-level scorer and attacking the rim. You embraced the challenges we gave you and never backed down from my coaching and expectations. You have inspired the next generation of Tiger athletes that have had the honor of watching you compete. Through your time, commitment to excellence, and willingness to work harder than others, Laura said. We are so thankful that we had the opportunity to work with you this year and be a small part of your story. It is remarkable what you've been able to do over the past 30 years. The records you have set, the points you have scored, the wins, all of it. But your thankfulness for just getting to be out there, doing something you love, with people you love, and how much you trade all of your individual success for just one more day will be what I always remember. Thank you for trusting in us and believing in our vision. Seniors, it truly has been a blessing this season, one we didn't know we needed. There's so much we can say about just one season and try to sum it up, and the small time doesn't even seem fair to you guys. The joy we have felt coaching another great group of great young people here this year has been remarkable. Can't thank each of you enough for buying in and believing in us and what we are trying to do. You are the foundation. You have overcome so many obstacles from day 1 of basketball. Having 4 coaches in 6 years is hard. But what we have seen is your resiliency and desire to push to be your best and challenge to do more. It has been our privilege to watch you play for 4 years and such an honor to coach you this last. The energy that you can fill a room with is something we don't take for granted. We will miss spending time with you, watching you learn and grow. As coaches have enjoyed watching the brotherhood grow and the bonds you have become more. While we do wish this group could have one more time together, we are appreciative of what we did get. Thank you to all that have had a hand in shaping these young men on the basketball court, the kind of people these guys are. My hope for all is that when you think back and reflect on the year, or recall memories from it, You don't think about the wins or losses or mistakes made, but the memories we had and enjoyed together. Watching your coaches try and hang with you in practice, the lessons we all learned about adversity, where we put our energy, what we focus on, how we bounce back, how we stay tough when everything tells us to give in and give up, to hold ourselves to a higher standard than the rest and never settle for anything less. Thank you.
Because that's what track and field is about. It's about the journey.
not the destination. It's about the growth, the camaraderie, the hard work, and the unwavering commitment to being our best. And I know that whatever lies ahead, as long as we run that race with all our hearts, we'll have nothing to fear and everything to be proud of. So let's take a moment to reflect on this incredible season, to celebrate our accomplishments and look forward to what's next with excitement and gratitude. We as coaches want to thank our athletes for an unforgettable season. At this time, I would like to have all junior high boys track team members step to the stage. This group of very willing and talented athletes competed well at large and small meets alike. We moved them around in various events as we tried to find balance between what they liked to do and what we felt like they would have the most success with. We had some inter-squad competition for the first time in a while. It was healthy competition that pushed them all to do their best and cheer on their teammates. This group gave us some exciting races, throws, and jumps to watch. I'm excited to see what each of them will do in the future. The season was only the beginning of their many successes in this sport. Cade Irwin. Cade participated in high jump, the mile, 800, and the 400-meter dash. He was all conference in high jump. Caden Gordon. Caden ran the mile, the 800, and found a love for the 200. Gage Gray. Gage participated in high jump, the 800, the mile, the 400, long jump, and the 4x2. Caden Headingham. Caden threw our shot and disc for us. Caden McMahon. Shot put, discus, 200 meter, 100 meter, and the 4x200 meter relay, along with that throwers relay. Logan Moots, discus, shot put, 100, 200, and also the throwers relay. Braden Smith. Braden threw shot and disc for us, also did the long jump and the 200 meter dash. Justin Robeson. Justin mastered the triple jump this year, which is not an easy feat. He ran the mile, the 800, the 100, and the 4x2. As you can see, this is a very diverse group. For each track team, we give out the top 3 point earners. For our junior high boys this season, the 3rd place point earner was Caden Gordon. Our 2nd place point earner was Gage Gray. And our top scorer for the season was Cade Irwin. A new award we added this year to our junior high program is the Most Improved Runner and Most Improved Field Events Athletes. As with most everything in track, this was determined using stats from their meets. It was fun to watch this season, to watch the boys improve and work hard. This year's Most Improved Field Events Athlete is Braden Smith in the discus. Our Most Improved Runner is Justin Robeson in his 800 meter run. At this time, I would like all junior high girls track team members to come to the stage. in track and field. As with the boys, for the first time in quite some time, we had inter-squad competition for numerous events. They all worked hard, never complained about what events they were or were not in, and were continuously cheering for each other. Our junior high girls team. Gracie Baker. Gracie threw shot, disc, ran the 200, the 4x1, and the 4x2. Ran the 1600, tried the 200, and the 100-meter hurdles. She jumped high jump and ran the 4 and 800. Carly was all conference in the triple jump, high jump, and 100-meter hurdles. Audrey Irwin did the long jump, triple jump, ran the 400 and the 800-meter runs. Kennedy Gray. Kennedy threw shot, disc, ran the 200 and the 4x200 meter relay. She was all conference in shot and discus. Maya threw the shot, the disc, ran the 100-meter dash, and the 4x100 meter relay. Chelsea Morrison. Chelsea ran the 100, the 200, the 4x2, and the 4x1. Aubrey Newland. Aubrey Newland threw the shot put, the discus, the 200-meter dash, and ran in the 4x200 meter relay. Elise Salter. Elise did long jump, the 200, the 100, and was a member of the 4x1 and the 4x200 meter relay teams. Emily Emily made the 100-meter dash, the 400-meter dash, the 4x100 meter relay, and the 4x200 meter relay. And Katrina Young. Katrina ran the 400-meter dash, the 100-meter, the 4x200 meter relay, and she tried her hand at the long jump. The top 3-point earners for this year's junior high girls team. Third place, Kennedy Gray. Second place, Audrey Irwin. And first place, Carly Clark. Our most improved field events athlete is Gracie Baker. Our most improved runner is Chelsea Morrison. Earlier, I mentioned that our teams this year exceeded expectations. This team did that in grand fashion. For those of you who are unfamiliar with track and field, individuals can be entered in up to 4 events with a limit of 2 per school. This group of girls worked hard all season, competing in a variety of events and trying new things. When our conference meet rolled around, the girls competed very well. First in field events, and then in the running events. As the day went on, and it drug on, the girls started checking the results boards. Got a couple of track dads to help them with some math, and their excitement grew. No one saw us coming. No one. Expected us to win.
track and field by earning the conference championship for 2023. Year in 10 years to be added to a banner. Don't check me on that. Congratulations, girls. We are proud of you, and we cannot wait to see what your future holds in your track careers. Would the varsity track athletes please join us on stage? Our managers as well. As we move into the varsity squads, we would like to mention that our season is not over. We still have one more regular meet tomorrow at Knox County, and then on to districts at Glasgow on Saturday. We invite everyone to come to Knox County or Glasgow to watch as we compete in search of postseason competition. This season has not felt normal, and we aren't really sure why. The beginning of the year, we found ourselves in unfamiliar territory, having to adapt to a variety of hurdles as we maneuver the ongoing construction of our facility. We applaud our athletes for their willingness to adapt and their dedication to work outside of practice to hone their skills. We are glad to have our team back together for practice time, as that is when we as coaches truly get to build relationships with our student athletes. First, to our managers, Maddie and Carly. You guys are blessings to us as coaches. You made sure athletes heard their calls, made their events, you videotaped and photographed, and even coached when we were working other events. You were our glue. We appreciate your dedication to this program. Carly, we enjoyed having you as part of our team this year. Maddie, we hope to have you back as a competitor next year, but if not, we welcome you back with open arms in your manager capacity. Our varsity teams are small in numbers, but not in personality or competitive spirit. This year, this group has brought us championship-level competition with a great amount of excitement. From record-breaking throws to foot races that provided personal bests, we have had a great season. On this stage stand school record holders, repeated and multiple conference champions, previous state qualifiers, and also first-year track athletes. This is a special group of kids, each with personalities that bring a unique spirit to this squad. We are excited to see what the rest of the season holds. For our girls, Aubrey Borgmeyer threw the javelin, and we made her do the long jump just to have something else to do. She was all conference 4 times in the javelin. This year she broke the conference record for the javelin, and she also broke her own record here at school. Bailey threw shot and disc for us. We were glad to see her back. Bevan March.
Bevan was one of our first timers. We were excited she came out and we're proud of the work she put in. She ran the 100, 200, and the 100 meter hurdles. Marissa McMahon. Marissa threw the disc, javelin, and shot put. And Lana Van Sickle. Lana also threw the disc, javelin, and shot put. We have a lot of girls that like to throw. Our boys. Aiden Carpenter. Aiden runs the 110 hurdles and the 300 meter hurdles. Levi Clark. Levi runs the 1 mile, the 2 mile, the 800. This year he was all conference in the 1 mile. Carson runs the 400 and the 200. This year, with quite an exciting finish, he was all conference in the 400. Cole runs the 4, sometimes the 8, sometimes the 2, and he wanted just once to do high jump. Noah Shaman. Noah is another one of our first-time track people, and we are glad he came out. He runs the 100, he does the triple jump, and he runs the 200. Jacob Snyder. Jacob Snyder runs the 800, the 1600, and the 3200 meter runs. He is all conference in the 2 mile. He's helped me find some excitement in that 2 mile race. Caden Taylor. Caden Taylor runs the 100, the 200, and long jump. Joey Willis. Joey runs the 100, he throws the discus, and he long jumps. And Nate Triplett. Nate Triplett throws the shot and the disc. He was all conference this year in the shot and the disc. He is a 4-time all conference disc shot thrower and a 3-time all conference discus thrower. To our seniors, we are honored to have had the privilege of coaching you these past 4 years. It has been a true joy to watch you thrive in your element, one that is as unforgiving as it is rewarding. You have overcome obstacles to accomplish quite the resume of successes. You have left very large shoes to fill for the ones below you. We are proud you left your mark on track and field in a Brashear Tigers uniform. We wish you the best of luck as we continue on in the season and as you begin a new race in your life. Thank you, guys. At this time, I believe Mr. Blunt would like to say a few words.
Just a second. I wanted to address something that Coach Powell said there earlier this evening. As I was sitting over there, I was reflecting back on the year and some of the purchases that I've been involved making around here. You know, the ball field project and things. There's some big things to consider. And one of the quickest decisions I believe I've made was during the boys' junior high basketball season. John England, our union custodian, in the eye. And I said, you go to Menards and get us the best plunger money can buy. So I'm going with a long handle because I'm tired of being that close to that toilet. But no, why I really came up here. So I have a gift to present tonight. Its monetary value is very small, but its symbolic value represents countless hours. So would you right now, please help me welcome James Scudder to the stage. Mr. Scudder spent countless hours for our kids, videoing, posting them online, making highlight reels for our kids and families. He stays late after all the ball games, spending his own time here to make those videos available. As we began construction on our new ball field, first we had to tear down the old one. Steve McKim, John England, Brett Whitlow, Aubrey Bortmeyer, Nate Triplett, and I tore down the old fence. Before the old backstop came down, we admired the spot where Mr. Scudder stood for so many games. You could look at the ground and see the dents or impressions from his feet. If you look at this chunk of fence, and if you look at it closely, you can see where his hands contacted the fence holding the camera. Pitch after pitch, for countless pitches over the years, his hands actually wore the galvanized off the fence. So as we tore it down, I told Nate to grab the bolt cutters. I want to thank Mr. Killen for making the frame. Appreciate all that he does. And so I'd like to present this piece of fence to Mr. Scudder for all that he does.
And it is the NFHS Misha Award of Excellence. This is an award that is voted on by all of our coaches. And it is given to a male and female student athlete who participates in a Misha sponsored activity that has positive behavior, is a positive role model, provides an outstanding display of sportsmanship through their participation in interscholastic activities. And this year, our awards for exemplary display of sportsmanship, ethics, and integrity are seniors Lacey Fisher and Blake Whitlow. out to Mr. Brummett. This is a gift from Mr. Scudder. So you spoke of the countless hours that he has provided our district with. This DVD is a time-lapse video of the ball field renovations. He has taken pictures and videos from day one, the teardown, to where we are standing today. We all know how much of your time, your blood, sweat, and even probably some tears are out in that field. This is a small token of his and our appreciation for all that you've done for this project, but also all the time you've been here as a Tiger. Even though I'm still kind of a little mad at you for leaving, I do understand. We're all faced with tough decisions every day, and while yours directly impacts all of us, we do wish you the best. Personally, I'm appreciative to you for always making me feel sincerely appreciated for my time, efforts, and knowledge, for supporting all of our vision of what we want Brashear to strive to be and how we can foster that. We're grateful for you and taking the time to step up and help Coach Blythe with baseball and impart your knowledge on our student athletes. And I know that you take happiness and joy and have a thankful heart. Thank you for having my back when it's been needed in supporting education-based activities here. While I often wished it was going to be different, believe it or not, I really don't like change. I know that we all have to move forward. We wish you and your family the best and what's ahead. Thank you for everything that you've done. But can you tell Boomer we're going to miss him most of all?